Welcome children. Exercise 13.3. Sixth question. There are 3 coins. One is a two-headed coin, that is having head on both the faces. Another is a biased coin that comes up heads 75% of the time. And third is an unbiased coin. So here we have 3 events, E1, E2, E3. So let E1 is an event that the coin is two-headed, and E2 is an event that the coin is a biased coin which is coming up a 75% head, and E3 is a coin which is fair. Then let A be the event that the coin shows head, that is one of the 3 coins is chosen at random and tossed. It shows heads. What is the probability that it was the two-headed coin? So let's find what is P of E1. P of E1 is a two-headed coin, so 1 by 3. Then P of E2 is a biased coin coming up 75% head, so that's also 1 by 3. And P of E3, which is also 1 by 3. Here 3 coins are tossed, so the total sample space is 3. So E1 is an event we have to get two-headed coin. So 1 by 3, P of E2 is 1 by 3 and P of E3 is 1 by 3. P of A by E1, that is the coin shows head from event E1. So E1 is an event that is two-headed, one coin. So P of A by E1 is 1. Then P of A by E2, in which we are getting 75% of head. So 75 by 100, which is 3 by 4. And P of A by E3. So E3 is an event that the coin is fair, that is unbiased coin, which is a coin which has both head and tail. So the probability of getting a head is 1 by 2. Now applying Bayes theorem, the required probability is P of E1 by A. So what is the probability that it was the two-headed coin? So E1 is an event in which it has two-headed coin. So P of E1 by A. So P of E1 into P of A by E1 whole by P of E1 into P of A by E1 plus P of E2 into P of A by E2 plus P of E3 into P of A by E3. So substituting the values, so 1 by 3 into 1 whole by 1 by 3 into 1 plus P of E2 is 1 by 3, P of A by E2 is 3 by 4, so 1 by 3 into 3 by 4, cancelling 3 and 3, plus 1 by 3 into 1 by 2, so 1 by 6, which is equal to 1 by 3 whole by, so denominator LCM is 12, so into 4, so 4 plus 3 plus 2 whole by 12, so 1 by 3 whole by 9 by 12, so we can cancel this 3 times 4, which is equal to 4 by 9. So required probability is 4 by 9. 8th one, a factory has 2 machines A and B. Past record shows that machine A produced 60% of the items of output. So let E1 is an event in which the items produced by the machine A, which is 60%, that is P of E1 is 60%, so 60 by 100. And machine B produced 40% of the items. So we are taking E2 is an event that the items produced by the machine B, which is 40%. So P of E2 is 40 by 100. So let A be the event that the items produced is defective. We have further 2% of the items produced by machine A and 1% produced by machine B were defective. So P of A by E1, the items produced by machine A which is defective is 2%. So 2 by 100. And the items produced by machine B, that is E2, which is defective is 1%. So 1 by 100. All the items are put into one stockpile, and then one item is chosen at random from this and is found to be defective. What is the probability that it was produced by machine B? So the defective products produced by machine B. So machine B is event E2 in which it is defective. So required probability is P of E2 by A. So using Bayes theorem, P of E2 into P of A by E2 whole by P of E1 into P of A by E1 plus P of E2 into P of A by E2. Substituting the values, P of E2 is 40 by 100. So which is equal to 40 by 100 into P of A by E2 is 1 by 100. So 1 by 100 whole by P of E1 is 60 and P of A by E1 is 2 by 100. So 60 into 2, 120 by 100 into 100, which is 10,000, plus P of E2 into P of A by E2, that is 40 into 1, so 40 by 10,000, which is equal to 40 by 10,000 whole by 160 by 10,000. Cancelling this, and we get 1 by 4. So required probability is 1 by 4. So 10th question, suppose a girl throws a die. If she gets a 5 or 6, she tosses a coin 3 times and notes the number of head. If she gets 1, 2, 3 or 4, she tosses coin once and notes whether a head or tail is obtained. If she obtained exactly one head, what is the probability that she threw 1, 2, 3 or 4 with the die? So here a girl throws a die. If she gets a 5 or 6, she tosses a coin 3 times and notes the number of heads. So let E1 is an event that getting a 5 or 6 on the die. So P of E1 is uh, 2 by 6. So when throw a die, you get sample space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So getting a number 5 or 6, that is 2 number. So we get 2 by 6. And if she gets 1, 2, 3 or 4. So here we are taking this as E2. So let E2 be an event in which she gets a number 1, 2, 3 or 4. She tosses coins once and notes whether a head or tail is obtained. So getting a number 1, 2, 3 or 4 from the die. So 4 numbers out of 6. So P of E2 is 4 by 6. So what is P of A by E1 and P of A by E2? So A is an event getting exactly one head on the coin. So P of A by E1 is getting a head on the coin. So P of A by E1 is 3 by 8, getting exactly one head. An event E1 is the event in which getting a 5 or 6 on the die. If she gets 5 or 6 on the die, she tosses a coin 3 times. So when we toss 3 coins, we get triple H, HHT, HTH, HTT, THH, THT, TTH and triple T. So total sample space is 8. So getting exactly one head. So one head we have HTT, THT and TTH. So 3 by 8. And what is P of A by E2? So getting exactly one head on the coin. So if she get 1, 2, 3 or 4, that is an event E2, she tosses coin once and notes whether a head or tail is obtained. So whether head or tail are obtained. So when we toss a coin, the possibility of getting head or tail, which is 1 by 2. So P of A by E2 is 1 by 2. Here we have to find what is the probability that she threw 1, 2, 3 or 4 with the die. So P of E2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is event E2 by A. So required probability is P of E2 by A. So using Bayes theorem, P of E2 into P of A by E2 whole by P of E1 into P of A by E1 plus P of E2 into P of A by E2. So substituting the values, E2 is 4 by 6, A by E2 is 1 by 2. So 4 by 6 into 1 by 2 whole by E1 is 2 by 6, A by E1 is 3 by 8 plus 4 by 6 into half. So we can cancel this 2, 4, 2 times. Here also 2 one time and 2 and 3. So we get 4 by 12 whole by 1 by 8 plus 1 by 3. So taking LCM we get 4 by 12 whole by 3 plus 8, 11 by 24. If we cancel this we get 2, which is equal to 4 by 1 into 2 by 11, which is 8 by 11. So required probability is 8 by 11. 12th one. A card from a pack of 52 cards is lost. Only one card which is lost from a pack of 52 cards. From the remaining cards of the pack, 2 cards are drawn and are found to be both diamonds. Find the probability of the lost card being a diamond. So let E1, E2 and A are the events such that E1 is an event that the last card is diamond, and E2 is an event that the last card is non-diamond, and A is an event that both the cards are found to be diamonds. So E1, what is the P of E1? P of E1 is the last card is diamond. So we have 13 diamond cards. So P of E1 is 13 out of 52. So total cards are 52. And E to be an event in which the last card is non-diamond. So P of E2 is 52 minus 13, which is 39 by 52. So P of E1 is 13 by 52 and P of E2 is 39 by. So P of A by E1. So E1 is an event that the last card is diamond. So one card is lost. So out of 13 it is 12. Out of 52 it is 51. So A is an event in which both are diamonds. So selecting another diamond card we get 11 by 50. Now P of A by E2. So E2 is an event that the last card is non-diamond. So 13 by 51. That means one card is lost. So total is 51. But it is not a diamond card. So it is 13 by 51. So into choosing another diamond card. So it is 12 by 50. So required probability is P of E1 by A. That is, find the probability of the last card being a diamond. So using Bayes theorem, P of E1 into P of A by E1 whole by P of E1 into P of A by E1 plus P of E2 into P of A by E2. So P of E1 is 13 by 52 and P of A by E1 is 12 by 51 into 11 by 50. 13 by 52 into 12 by 51 into 11 by 50 whole by 13 into 12 into 11 by 52 into 51 into 50 plus P of E2 is 39 by 52. P of A by E2 is 13 into 12 by 51 into 50. So 13 by 52 into 12 by 51 into 11 by 50 whole by taking common 13 by 52 into 12 by 51 into 1 by 50. So we have 39. So that 11 plus 3 into 13. 13 by 52 into 12 by 51 into 11 by 50 whole by taking common 13 by 52 into 12 by 51 into 1 by 50 of 11 plus 3 into 13. So cancelling these two. So 11 by 50 by 11 plus 3 into 13, that is 11 plus 39 by 50. 11 by 50 and 11 plus 39 by 50. Cancelling these two, we get 11 by 50, which is our required probability.